When the day feels heavy and the dark clouds start to play, and you're feeling so alone with nothing seeming okay, there's a number shining through, a light to guide your way. Call 988, let hope brighten your day. You might be down, feeling lost or unsure, but a friendly voice is waiting, steady and secure. Resources and a listening ear, a hand to pull you near. It's support that's always here. Just 3 numbers away, you're never on your own. Call, text, or chat, no, you're never alone. Whether you stay anonymous or share your name, 24 hours care remains the same. 988 is here to lift the pain.
Welcome to the very first episode of the 988 CareCast. I'm your host, Darcy Lee, Executive Director of Samaritan South Coast, and I'm so glad you've joined us. Our theme music, 3 Numbers Away, was written by our program director, Rebecca Howard. It's a song about hope, about holding on, and about the courage it takes to reach out in a moment of crisis. You'll hear it throughout our series. It's our anthem and a reminder that no one has to face the darkness alone. This podcast is produced in partnership with FRC Media at Bristol Community College, and we're grateful for their collaboration and support in bringing these important conversations to you. Today's episode is called Why We Answer, and I wanted to begin our series by going back to the heart of our work, why we do what we do, and why it matters, especially now. At Samaritan South Coast, we answer the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline for communities across Massachusetts, primarily Bristol and Norfolk counties, and we also provide backup support for calls and texts from across the state. That means that every day, 24/7, someone from our trained team is on the line when a person in crisis picks up the phone or sends a message asking for help. And we have a large and growing team made up of both professional staff and dedicated volunteers. Our crisis counselors undergo intensive training and continuing education to be prepared for the wide range of calls they receive. They are compassionate, resilient, and deeply committed to being there in the moments that matter most. But our work doesn't stop on the phone lines. We offer free confidential support groups for those who have lost someone to suicide. Our Safe Place program has welcomed hundreds of survivors, offering a safe space to share, grieve, begin healing together. We also work in schools and communities, educating young people and adults about suicide prevention, warning signs, and how to support others. We partner with coalitions, faith communities, first responders, housing authorities, and more to build stronger safety nets across our region. So when we say we answer, we're not just talking about picking up a phone. We're talking about showing up, listening without judgment, offering compassion, calm, and connection in a moment that might feel overwhelming or hopeless. Over the past year, we've answered more than 20,000 calls and texts through 988. Behind every number is a story. Someone's child, a friend, a partner, a student, or a neighbor. Someone who made the brave decision to reach out. Some are struggling with suicidal thoughts. Some are grieving. Some just feel overwhelmed or need someone to talk to. And sometimes the call is the first step toward getting the support they need. Sometimes it's the beginning of a safety plan. Sometimes it's a life saved. Why do we answer? Because everyone deserves someone who listens. because suicide is preventable. Because when someone reaches out, we want them to find a voice that says, I'm here, I care, you're not alone. In the weeks ahead, this podcast will feature interviews with crisis counselors, volunteers, loss survivors, mental health professionals, and our community partners. We'll talk about grief and healing, trauma and recovery, stigma and resilience. We'll share real stories and offer insight into what it takes to do this work and how all of us can play a role in creating communities of care. Next time, in episode 2, we'll sit down with Rebecca Howard, our program director, and the creative force behind 3 Numbers Away. We'll talk about what inspired the song, her experience on the front lines of 988, and how her personal story intersects with her professional mission to prevent suicide and support others. You won't want to miss it. Thank you again for being here with us on this journey. If you're listening today and you're struggling or someone you love is hurting, please know that help is just 3 numbers away. Call or text 988. We are here for you anytime, day or night. Until next time, take care of yourself and take care of each other.
If your world feels like a whisper and you're lost in the cry, a caring team is standing by, just a call to testify that every moment matters, every tear will soon run dry. With 988, we're together, reach out and fly. Just 3 numbers away, you're never on your own. Call, text, or chat, let the caring tone be known. Names or numbers, it's your choice, all the same. 24 hours round, always here to ease your pain. 9888, turning night into brand new means strong. 3 numbers to call and numbers to stay. Remember, you're the one your hardest day. With hope, help, and heart, just to call